Welcome to World News by Denis Halandzovskyi. If you value calm, factual, and balanced reporting on major global events, please subscribe, leave a comment, and share your perspective. Today, we cover a significant and unusual development: a drone strike in Venezuela authorized by the United States intelligence community, actions that have reverberated across the region and raised questions about policy, sovereignty, and security. Late last night, the United States confirmed that a drone strike attributed to the Central Intelligence Agency targeted a group in Venezuelan territory believed to be involved in drug trafficking and activities linked to organized criminal networks. According to official U.S. statements, the strike was focused on individuals responsible for shipping narcotics northward, including into the United States. U.S. officials described the target as part of a transnational network that utilized maritime routes near Venezuelan ports to transport large shipments of illegal substances. The use of a drone represents a rare action by U.S. intelligence on Venezuelan soil. Officials emphasized that the target was not Venezuelan government personnel, but rather armed elements operating with alleged ties to criminal enterprise. They framed the strike as a law enforcement and national security measure aimed at disrupting the flow of narcotics and protecting citizens from the harms associated with drug trafficking. In announcing the operation, U.S. authorities noted that covert and overt options had been considered, and that the intelligence community presented this course of action as the most effective means to neutralize a specific threat. They said the operation was carried out with precision technology designed to minimize the risk of civilian casualties. From Washington's perspective, disrupting drug shipments is part of a broader strategy to target networks that operate beyond normal law enforcement jurisdictions, often utilizing remote routes and foreign safe havens to evade capture. The drone strike in Venezuela has immediate and far-reaching implications. Regional responses have been swift. Venezuelan officials condemned the strike as a violation of sovereignty, asserting that foreign military or intelligence actions on their territory without clear consent are unacceptable. Caracas argued that such operations undermine diplomatic norms and could destabilize already strained relations. Some regional governments have expressed concern about the precedent of unilateral foreign strikes on sovereign territory, even when the stated goal is counter-narcotics enforcement. They emphasize the need for cooperation through legal and diplomatic channels rather than unilateral military-style action. In the United States, political debate is unfolding along familiar lines. Supporters of the strike say it demonstrates decisive action against organized crime that threatens American communities. They argue that traditional law enforcement struggles to penetrate transnational networks without tactical tools that intelligence agencies can provide. Critics, including civil liberties advocates and some policymakers, question whether such strikes set a dangerous precedent. They argue that reliance on intelligence and military-grade tools in foreign countries could lead to missteps, violations of international law, or unintended escalation. They highlight the importance of oversight, transparency, and legal frameworks when using force abroad. The strike also intersects with broader U.S. policy debates about Latin America, migration, drugs, and security. For years, analysts have noted how narcotics trafficking routes intersect with migration flows and community instability, including along the U.S.-Mexico border. Some see aggressive action against trafficking networks as a piece of a larger puzzle, while others urge holistic strategies that address root causes of trafficking and displacement. International law experts emphasize that actions like this challenge traditional norms about state sovereignty and the use of force. Typically, nations seek cooperation through treaties, extradition agreements, or joint operations with host governments. A unilateral strike, even against non-state criminal targets, raises questions about how legal authority is interpreted in transnational security contexts. Finally, the event is likely to shape the narrative around U.S.-Venezuela relations moving forward. Caracas has long resisted U.S. pressure, and this incident further complicates diplomatic avenues. Other regional players may feel pressure to articulate clear positions or engage in multilateral forums to address concerns about sovereignty, security cooperation, and cross-border crime. Thank you for watching this report on World News by Denis Halandzovskyi. If this explanation helped you understand a complex and evolving story, please subscribe, leave a comment, and share your perspective. Independent reporting helps us make sense of developments shaping our world. Stay informed, and see you in the next update.